The risks of an accidental business partnership. This is not something many people think about unless you're in the legal world or maybe you're in the liability world, that business partnerships generally carry consequences with it. Businesses obviously engage in economic activity, and that generally leads to the potential for liability, right? There can be accidents, there can be mishandling of goods, there can be misrepresentations, there can be a lot of things that happen in the course of business, which is, of course, why most businesses get some form of commercial insurance. Also, people like to set up LLCs, corporations, other entities. But one thing that can happen in this journey is business partnerships. And if you look at the general law on partnerships, which of course varies from state to state, so you're going to want to talk to an attorney in your state. But speaking in very broad generalities, in general, you can potentially have liability for a partnership if your partner does something wrong in the course of the partnership. So let's say two people come together, they don't bother forming an LLC or a corporation, so they're not operating within an entity. They often will be shifted into what is called a general partnership under state law. And under that state law, what generally happens is all of the partners have unlimited liability for anything that happens within the partnership. So the challenge there, of course, is that we can have a hard time putting a limit around this liability. The other thing we want to watch for is accidental partnerships. Maybe we don't even realize that we're engaging in a partnership, but to a third party, to an outside observer, and eventually maybe down the line to a court, that might be viewed as a partnership. Now, if we do that within our business, if our business engages in a partnership with somebody else, then of course the business may have that unlimited liability. If people do that in their personal capacity, that may then expose their personal assets. This is why we always want to be thinking about business partnerships and making sure there's not an accident here. A lot of times you'll see a clause in contracts where people are engaging in business together where they say this is not a partnership, trying to avoid those types of liabilities and risks. You also want to be very careful about using the word partner. And I know that's very common in commercial contracts today. Something to consider. Your lawyer, whoever you're working with, somebody licensed in your jurisdiction, hopefully experienced with these matters, will give you some advice on how to use the terminology and what the risks are. But it's something to be thinking about. And that's our goal here on this channel, is to help give you, business owner, business leader, those tips to help you think ahead about potential issues. If you have questions, go ahead and drop them below. We get great comments from the viewers, had a lot of them good ones lately, which inspire future videos. But remember, don't put anything confidential in the comments because other people may see them, and that could potentially lead to disclosure of your confidential information. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we'll have more content coming from you. Plus, we have a whole library of past videos, which I think you'll really enjoy if you enjoyed today's topic. All right, folks, I'll see you in the comments very soon.